Good day everyone. We are the Group 8 and we are going to discuss about the different technology integration strategies that are very important in the teaching and learning process. Who's that sexy thing I see over there? That's me, standing in the mirror. What's that? That's the thing hanging around my neck. Uh, that's gold. Show me some respect. Oh, I thank God every day that I woke up feeling this way. And I can't help loving myself. And I don't need nobody else. No. If I was you, I wanna be me too. I wanna be me too. I wanna be me too. If I was you, I wanna be me too. Wanna be me too. I wanna be me too. Oh hi! Hi everyone, I am Crystal Ann Pargon, 24 years old. I am married and I have a daughter. I really love singing, so look at me. That's what I'm doing now. I thank God every day. And I woke up feeling this way. And I can't help loving myself. And I don't need nobody else. No. If I was you, I wanna be me too. I wanna be me too. I wanna be me too. If I was you, I wanna be me too. I wanna be me too. Wanna be me too. Tina Baser, Tina Baser, Tina Baser. I thank God every day. And I woke up feeling this way. And I can't help loving myself. And I don't need nobody else. No. If I was you, I wanna be me too. Wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. If I was you, wanna be me too. Every day I have a live stream on UpLive. You may want to download UpLive and support me by following my account, redpixie_21. Thank you. What is technology enhanced learning and why is it important? The term technology enhanced learning, or TEL, is used to describe the application of technology to teaching and learning. It is a broad category that isn't particularly defined but is transforming education and educational institutions beyond recognition. The term can be used to describe both analog and digital technologies, but more recently, we see that digital TEL is taking over education in the form of different types of educational software. TEL is transforming and enhancing education and educational institutions beyond recognition. Therefore, it is impossible to be ignored. So let's explore why TEL is important to educators. Why is TEL important? Technology enhanced learning is important for many reasons. It is not only important because it is the standard of education that is expected today, but it can also improve education. This discussion explores TEL's importance in more detail. First, kids can learn at their own pace. So what do we mean by this? We know that kids learn at their own pace, and sometimes the traditional classroom makes it difficult to do so. Technology in education enables children to advance their own pace of learning. Students who need extra time can spend more time going over exercises until they understand, while students who need less support can continue ahead. It also frees up the teacher to help kids who need more support on an individual level. Second, more resources. With TEL, educators are no longer limited to the textbooks that their institutions provide. By using other resources such as video, audio, and interactive learning, students have many different ways to learn. Teachers can find creative ways to teach their students in an engaging way. Technology has changed the learning environment so that learning is more hands-on. Third, technology keeps kids engaged. Children often struggle to stay on task or interested, particularly if it is not interactive. TEL can make even the most mundane school task more engaging, which will help your students to stay focused. Fourth, technology is necessary to succeed in the real world. The reality is that it is almost impossible to survive the working world without technology. Do you agree with me? Therefore, it is better if children learn how to use tech sooner rather than later. Arguably, being computer literate is more important than some of the more traditional skills that are taught in the schools. So a technology-enhanced course refers to a face-to-face course supported by one or more technologies in or out of the classroom for the purpose of enhancing and facilitating the learning experience. Though some use the term technology-enhanced course and blend it interchangeably, we make a distinction. A blended course is characterized by reduction in face-to-face class time, whereas a technology-enhanced course follows the usual face-to-face class schedule but takes advantage of opportunities to use technology in and outside of class as appropriate. Technology can play a key role in helping teachers facilitate learning and student reaching course objectives. Research shows that technology can have a positive impact on teaching and learning by increasing student achievement and satisfaction. It also promotes and sustains student engagement, extend access and flexibility of the students, and facilitates discussion and group work. This being said, technology should not be implemented for technology's sake. Technology is most effective when used for a specific purpose with the aim of improving the learning outcomes or solving problems for either instructors or students. There are 4 reasons to integrate technology into a course: to improve learning outcomes, to provide access to materials, resources, or interactions that may not be possible in the classroom, to create opportunities for continuous improvement through feedback and other mechanisms, and to make any of the course activities or processes more efficient for either the students or the professors. Implementing a new technology for one or more of these reasons ensures that it serves its purpose in enhancing the course for either the student, the instructor, or both. The technology you select will depend on your instructional problem and your learning goals. Though the selection of technologies might overwhelming at first, we have institutional technology and the support for using it in each of the key areas of educational technology. They are web-based conferencing software for holding live online classes, lecture capture software you can use to record lectures in class or outside of class to post online, a classroom response system commonly referred to as clickers, and the learning management system, which is a kind of online portal for your course where you can attach documents, post links, manage assignments, and hold a group discussion. While it is possible to use other non-supported tools, please keep in mind that legal and privacy issues related to many online tools. No matter which technology you choose, it's essential to ensure that it serves the purpose and enhances the course in some way. If we think of technology as solutions to problems we may have in courses, we may see the potential in it could have in enhancing the course.
Good day, everyone. My name is Christine Jane F. Mamo. I'm 19 years old, currently living at Camarin, Caloocan City. One of my talent is dancing and photography. TPAC, or Technological Pedagogical Context Knowledge, is a framework that helps teachers to consider other knowledge domains intersect in order to effectively teach the student. In technology, it is an approach in which what teachers know, how they teach, how technology is used in order to better impact knowledge. So how was TPAC work? First, the three domains, which is context knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, and technological knowledge. First, the context knowledge, CK, is the what. You understand the expertise in the subject you teach, whether it's science, social study, project-based learning, as well as structural strategy, like things pair, share knowledge, you design successful experiences of each individual student. Pedagogical context knowledge, or PCK, is the intersection of pedagogical context areas knowledge you have to effectively engage the student in learning. Concept is skill, concept addressing different learning style for scaffolding deeper understanding in education. In psychology, we show best but several scholars, excluding macular and amnesia. In addition, competent of 21st century teaching technological knowledge, or TK, represent your knowledge about the tools, including integrate technology, your curriculum, but not about the device, or also the quality of content that student access through apps, website, and games for teaching. While integrating technology, the PCK have new insight or order opportunities. Technological content, or TCK, refers on how the technology used in subject area in deep and less learning, for instance, for further understanding of a topic. By scientists can use investigating tools to collect evidence, make observations, and finding documents. Interactive software allow them to see the rather represent ways application such as technology can help deeper individual student inquiry, discipline, TCK is your understanding of how you choose and manage technology. Student, for instance, what technology were best, student flow throughout, and explore scientific method. How can you use collaboration to have students share their learnings of each other about teaching advance? Your teaching intersection of all these domains. Domain content pedagogy technology is how the core TPAC your understanding of how tools enhance your teaching and support study learning which deeper and water pollution. For example, about water pollution, students can explore the tree domain, tree bacteria and cell structures and create their own idea and image to analyze the water sources they share. Virtually, component skill, this component TPAC and art of invaded things, you can access your TPAC content. Pedagogy, technology, consider of what sources confident about in which area you can improve, but also think about how you collaborate, how you other people professional learning activity to compare your strength. For example, you can be with technology or nature of brainstorm. 3 design learning experiences and knowing each student and each classroom differences. The 3 domains symbolize contexts that affect how TPAC used in partial sense. TPAC can use in every context, least unique to the variation of professional development. School climate and available resources. In conclusion, TPAC will help in context pedagogy and technology. Sometimes we design lesson in particular tools, but in doing so instrument learning, TPAC reminds that teach is part of teaching. It's truly combination of pedagogy and technology, of innovation, teaching, and learning. So this how your TPAC look like.
It's your boy Luke Jericho Vidaya, and I am 19 years old. I live here in Caypian, San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. I have 3 siblings which I don't live with. I am basically living alone in this house that is owned by my tita. And I have talents. I don't call it a talent, but I am a frustrated singer and a little bit of dancing. You know what I mean? Thank you. And today, we will talk about the SAMR model. To help us absorb the knowledge, we will dissect our lecture into 5 questions. Who, what, where, when, and why. First, we will talk about who created the SAMR model. It is created by Dr. Ruben Puente Dura. He is the founder and president of the Hypatus firm. It is a consulting agency near the Western Massachusetts. Second is what is SAMR? SAMR stands for substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. This model aims to provide educators the proper system on how they can integrate technology in their way of designing, developing, teaching, and learning the way of new era. And for us to have much deeper understanding about the SAMR model, we will dive deeply into each one of them. First is we have the S substitution. It talks about the substitution of the traditional tools into the more modern one. For example, we have in writing essays, we are using the pen and paper. In this type of substitution, we are encouraging our students in writing in Microsoft Word or in any type of typing applications. Augmentation acts as the direct tool for substitution, but with the same function but with improvement. A great example of augmentation is rather than letting your students print a document that they made, let them send it to you via soft copy. Next is the modification. Modification is used to allow technology to have significant task redesign. A great example of this is adding comments and collaboration on your Google Meet. This will provide much more safer place for students to have their discussions. Next is the redefinition. It allows technology to create new things that are not conceivable in the past era. An example of this is having a mass online collaboration and having various different sites that you can research. Next to our question is, where should you use the SAMR model? Any place where learning occurs, classroom, school, or even library, is a great example of this. Next question is when. When should the educators refer to this model? Anytime. Anytime you're planning or reflecting or working on a lesson plan, or even with new equipment dropped after classroom, you can always rely on this model. Well, how about the question, why should the educators refer to this model? Well, essentially, the students must climb up to this model. Substitution and augmentation refers to the enhancement level, while the modification and redefinition refers to the transformation level. And I guess that's it. Thank you for sticking with me with this lesson. I hope that you learned something. Thank you and
Hi,
God bless.
my name is Clyde Jorge de los Santos, and today I will discuss to you about Technology Integration Matrix. What is a TIM? Technology Integration Matrix is a 5x5 grid jam pack with useful information that can help educators, instructional designers, or anyone looking to integrate technology into the delivery of instructional material to an audience. Horizontal rows are organized into 5 learning environments which vary according to the student's purpose utilizing the technology learned. These categories are active learning, collaborative learning, constructive learning, authentic learning, and goal-oriented learning. Each of these 5 categories are further broken into 5 categories, listed as vertical columns of technology integration from most simplistic usage to complete student ownership. These categories are entry adoption, infusion, and transformation. As you've just explored the theme or the technology integration matrix, you've noticed the 5 learning environments: active, collaborative, constructive, authentic, and goal-oriented were broken into 5 categories, the depth of integration. When comparing these categories to the RAT framework developed by Dr. Joanne Hages, Dr. Ruth Thomas, and Cassie Sharper, which allow for the assessment of technology integration, I have found that entry level and adoption level of integration is being used is usually merely replacing something in the lesson which could be done without technology. Although this may be a more effective engaging ways to conduct portion of the lesson for the teacher and student, is not enriching the student learning but rather than replacing a non-technological components. To amplify technology integration, the adaptation and infusion level could be a target. Because within the RAP framework, amplification focuses on technology used that amplified current instructional, student learning, or content goals. Again, the focus is not on changing what we are doing, rather than making learning more productive and effective. Transformational technology integration is the same within the RAT framework as well as the theme. I'm going to quote some of the article assessing technology integration. The RAT replacement amplification and transformation framework. At this level, technology uses the instructional method, student learning processes, and the actual subject matter. The transformational level of technology integration thus focus on many changes to deliver. And purpose of technology being used with an instruction. For example, such reorganization involves the following changes. 1. The actual mental work changed or expanded. 2. The number of variables involved in the mental processing expanded. 3. The tools changed the organization and which had been used. 4. New players became involved with the tools for expanded use of the tool. And 5. New opportunities for different forms type of learning through problem solving and available traditional approaches. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Noel and I'm 20 years old. I live in Caloocan City. My hobbies are sketching, singing, playing basketball, and also playing online games. Let me show you some of my artworks. The first one is this, Catherine Bernardo. Can you show this? Can you see this? And I also tried to a perspective. This one. Yeah, I can sing in 4 languages. Let's do the first one in Filipino. This song is Paraluman by Adi. And my name also is Adi. Share ko lang. Sa unang tingin, agad na namaling sa nagniningning mong mga mata. Ika'y isang bituin na mula sa langit. The next one is in English, and this song is Happiness by Rex Orange County. I will be the one who stays till the end, and I'll be the one who meets you again, and I'll be the one that proposes in the garden of roses and truly loves you long after our curtain closes. The third one is in Korean. This song is Just One Day by BTS. 하루만 너와 내가 함께할 수 있다면, 하루만 너와 내가 손잡을 수 있다면, 하루만 너와 내가 함께할 수 있다면, 하루만 너와 내가 함께할 수 있다면. And the last one is in Japanese. This song is Binkusake from One Piece. Binkusu no sake wo todoke ni yuku yo, umekase kimakase nami makase, Shio no mukou de yui wo sawagu, sora nya wa o tachinari no uta. Yo 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 yo. And that's it. I'm not a good singer. I just try to sing. Because I want to sing. I don't care. Dead masabasher. Charing. So that's it. Hope you like my introduction.
I'm Noel, and again, as previously mentioned, the TAM is composed of 5 learning environments, which are leveled into 5 categories of technology integration. The first one is active learning environments. So, active learning environments are when students are actively engaged in using the technology as a tool rather than passively receiving information from the technology itself. The levels of integration could range from the students watching instruction videos either independently or collaboratively, the students utilizing the selected tool by the teacher as a pet simulation to analyze the forces at play and to increase the depth of integration, Typically, the teachers should allow the for a flexible setting for students to be actively engaged in their learning. You will notice within the classroom, Miss G is working on the sides as students are working together with their technology to accomplish their learning goals. The next one is the collaborative learning environments. Collaborative learning environments are when students are using technology tools to collaborate with others rather than working individually at all times. The levels of integration could range from the students mostly working alone to research the effects of drought on a specific area. And the most transformational integration of this is connecting with peers or some experts like farmers. The students can transform this learning into a project that is connected or inclined to the United Nations goals for the sustainable development. You will notice in this classroom here, Miss G is a guide from the sites as students work together by choosing tools from video chatting and using shared documents to collaborate with local peers, not at their school, and connecting with global experts. So the third one is the constructive learning environments. Constructive learning environments are when students are using the technology tools to connect new information to their prior knowledge rather than passively receiving the information. The levels of integration could range from students simply receiving their instruction via digitized presentation or students creating digital graphic organizer showing connections of lessons from their prior learning. And to enrich the level of technology integration, the students should consistently using technology to construct meaning of instruction or to reach a point in which they can choose tools to share and deepen content meaning through using technology in unconventional ways. You will notice again in the classroom, Miss G is a guide on the side and learning from her own students in which they are deepening their learning. The classroom allows the students to construct meaning in a variety of ways which best meets their needs. The next one is the authentic learning environments. Authentic learning environments are when students use technology tools to link learning activities to the world beyond instructional setting rather than working on the contextualized assignments. The level of integration could range from students completing assignments unrelated to the world around them to integrating tools to content-specific standards. However, the most transformational way to enrich the students in authentic learning is when students explore and extend the use of technology tools to participate in projects and higher order learning activities that have meaning outside their school. Students regularly engage in this type of activities that may have been impossible without technology. The emphasis here is that the learning objectives could not have been reached without the assistance of technology tools. In the classroom here, Miss J is standing at the back, allowing the students to explore the world around them. Some students are looking at the windows to identify how their task can relate to the real world. Other students are researching via tools of their choice to integrate science, technology, engineering, and mathematics in their learning objectives. Lastly, the goal-directed learning environment is when students use technology tools to set goals, plans activities, monitor progress, and evaluate results rather than simply completing assignments without reflection. The levels of integration could range from students being told and guided read exactly how to complete the task step by step, along with feedback and redirection via technology integrated by the teacher. However, to enrich the technology being integrated, instead of simply following procedures, allows students to use technology regularly, set goals, plan activities, monitor and reflect their own progress, and evaluate results of their learning. For transformational learning, students should not be able to complete their metacognitive activities without the technology tools chosen. You will notice in the classroom now that Miss G continues to be a guide on the sites because she has plans and procedures in place in which all the students are allowed their freedom to engage in technology for goal-directed learning in unconventional ways. Frequently, within the goal-directed learning environments, a variety of organizational tools such as charts and calendars are utilized.